Hey, it's Mel. I hope you're doing well, and if you're not, I hope tomorrow's better for you. Today's case, or I should say legend, involves a captain along with his crew who were found frozen aboard their ship, called the Octavius. And the whereabouts of the Octavius to this day remains unknown. In 1761, the Octavius docked in the port of London to take on cargo that was being taken to China. The ship left port with a full crew of 28, including the captain and his wife and son. They all arrived safely in China and unloaded the cargo. Once the ship was then loaded with things to take to the British shores, the ship set off to sea. The weather was very warm, so the captain decided to sail home by the Northwest Passage, which at the time was a journey that had not yet been done. After making this journey, the Octavius was soon declared as missing. In 1775, on the 11th of October, the captain and crew of the whaling ship Herald spotted the Octavius in the frigid waters off Greenland. The crew of the Herald ship noticed that the Octavius was weather-beaten, the sails were torn and hanging on the masts. The captain of the Herald ship ordered a search party on board the Octavius. The ship looked completely deserted. The crew then broke open the ship's hatch, went down the ladder into the dark room to find something just utterly scary. They found the ship's full crew of 28 frozen to death in their living quarters. Living quarters, by the way, is basically a room that has a bed and other essentials that a person may use. Now, in the captain's cabin, they found the captain sat at his desk, still holding a pen, and the ship's logbook was open. The pen that the captain was holding, along with the ink and other items in the room, remained in their place, but the ship itself was freezing. The crew had practically frozen to death, along with its captain. Sadly, the crew then turned around to find a woman and a young boy wrapped in a blanket on the bunk, frozen to death. This would be the captain's son and wife. Understandably, the crew of the Herald were terrified, so they grabbed the logbook and left the Octavius. In the midst of the rush of leaving the Octavius, the crew of the Herald ship had lost the middle pages of the logbook. They must have fallen out. The logbook was completely frozen except for the middle part where some pages fell out. Only a few first pages and last pages of the logbook survived. The captain of the Herald ship, going off what was in the logbook, came to the conclusion that the Octavius captain tried to navigate towards the Northwest Passage, but his ship had become stuck in the ice of the Arctic. The captain and his entire crew then perished due to the freezing conditions. The ship's last known whereabouts were 250 miles north of Barrow, Alaska. The Octavius was first found by the Herald ship and crew off the coast of Greenland. Before the crew of the Herald ship found the Octavius, it must have somehow broke free from the ice and continued its journey through the Northwest Passage, and came out on the other side where it met the Herald ship and crew. The crew of the Herald ship thought that the Octavius was cursed, so they simply left, leaving it to drift in the ocean, and it has never been seen again. Author David Mayer has tried to track down the story of the Octavius, and he thinks that the Octavius could be the same ship called the Gloriana, which was boarded in 1775 by Captain John Warrens of the Try Again ship. That is an actual name of a ship, by the way, the Try Again ship. The captain said in his journal that he had found a frozen crew that had been dead for 13 years. He boarded this ship in 1775, the same year that the Octavius ship was found, with its dead frozen crew on board. So, was this really the same ship as the Gloriana, or just a coincidence? The whereabouts of the Octavius ship remain unknown. Something I also forgot to mention before, apologies, but when the Octavius was first found by the Herald ship, the crew of the Herald, when they first got onto the Octavius and searched it, they also found a dead dog, so that's really sad. What happened to the crew in general is really sad, and I was really intrigued to talk about it. This whole thing remains a mystery. Let me know what you think about this legend in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you like any of my content, consider subscribing, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care. Bye.